Been around the top queffers in my city. Road or the walk, there's no pressure for me really. Tackers them my city, up the retters for my killie. One phone call will have the steppers on a milli. Fighting my demons, trying to tame the bang and rimmy.
Yo, we're back. Yeah, non-stop working today. Yeah. So boom. This one, you know what? Introductions first. SV, Lidge, life in this ghetto environment. Yeah. Woo. This episode is about ignoring red flags. Red flags in general and what happens when you ignore them. Yeah. It's a big topic nowadays because with social media and everyone's so toxic, there's a lot of red flags, and yeah, some you're able to get over in a sense, and some is just non-negotiable. And if you, yeah, man, if you don't use your head and do you understand, know how to navigate the toxic world that we're living in, you're gonna end up with one of the non-negotiables. Yeah, I can't lie, I fell victim to one, and yeah, we know how that one there went. You get me? But let's get into this one there. First thing I want to say is, yeah, you see, ignoring red flags, yeah. Normally, yeah, it's not that the person hasn't seen them. It's more of a thing where they choose to ignore them, innit? Like they choose to not want to see them, innit? Because there could be many reasons. Do you know what I'm saying? You could be lonely. People don't want to be alone. The chemistry clouds judgment. You get me? It might be mad lust, strong attraction that can override common sense sometimes. The fantasy, they'll change, X, Y, Z, trauma bonding, chaos feels familiar. So calm feels unsafe. You got like, I've invested too much to walk away now. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I put so much into this relationship that it even makes sense me walking away now, kind of thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Or like, the better the devil you know, kind of thing. And yeah, sometimes people just have low self-worth. Some of the red flags, I've written them down, hold on. I may be guilty of one or two of these, yeah? Hopefully I can work through them because no one don't really want to have red flags in it, but everything's a red flag nowadays. But I'm definitely guilty. I'm sure a lot of you are as well. But I want to give you a list of some. Disrespect masters jokes. So, you know, people give you weird nicknames sometimes, or they will say little things under their breath and then say, I'm joking. Do you know what I mean? Or they could be outright rude sometimes, like just rude. Do you know what I'm saying? Those are red flags. This is one that I'm guilty of, yeah? Inconsistent communication. I can't lie. Yeah, man. I'm autistic, innit? So I go through days where I ain't got the brain capacity for it. You get me? I'm giving them the bare minimal. And then there's other days when I'm in tune. You get me? But if I haven't got to explain to you, and you know, it wasn't until later on in life I knew I had symptoms of ASD and that. So up until then, I thought it was a me problem. Do you know what I'm saying? And so did they. And it also gives off other vibes. You know what I'm saying? If I'm chatting to you for a long period of time, you get to know my patterns, innit? So if we're always in constant communication and that, and then for a while I go under the radar, like we're not talking as much or you're not hearing from me and that, like automatically the energy's changed, innit? Like you're definitely gonna be thinking like, what's going on? Who's he chatting to? Where's he been? Is he cheating? Do you know what I'm saying? Or is she cheating or whatnot? Do you know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things. But for me, I have to admit, I'm definitely guilty of that one. and it's not necessarily for the reasons that a person might suspect. It's just because it gets draining. I'm not a people person. I like my own space. Like if see if me and my other half ain't yin and yanging, and it gets a bit draining for me. Do you understand? Like having day-to-day interactions with people gets draining for me. Me having to hold myself back and think before I speak and like battling my demons the whole time. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be crashing out. I don't want to be, do you know what I'm saying? Being coming across aggressive or just biting people's heads off and that. So once upon a time I was like that. So yeah, it gets a bit draining after a while. Do you know what I'm saying? And sometimes I just don't want to put myself through it. Another red flag is that coercive or controlling behavior. You get me? Some people like to go on like they care about you and they just want to see you do the best, but really and truly they're laying down little traps to get you boxed in it. They want to kind of control you. They do little things that they might disguise it as favors and not favors that you've necessarily asked for. Oh, babe, I've got you this, you know. Or, babes, why don't you do this? I'll help you do this. Or, babes, we're going here and doing this. Do you know what I'm saying? Or, babes, I've got this for you. Like, it's just, there's many little things that start to box you in it. Like, certain people like to do favors for favors. And sometimes them favors that they want ain't necessarily what you'd think it was. Do you know what I'm saying? And it might not be a material thing, like it might not be an act, but when it's time to collect, trust me, and you don't pay, like you don't give them what they want, it's getting dark. Yeah, trust me. Gaslighting. This is very big in our community. I see it all the time. The word is a tricky word because oh no, like I find it like it's a word for women to use to an extent. Obviously, that might sound silly to people, but like I said, I've got a warped way of thinking and a warped way of how I see the world. So for me, I have used the word once or twice, but that's just to explain what I mean. Like I was trying to say it in other words, but if that person doesn't understand what I'm saying, then I have to resort to using that word, don't I? Just so they can understand what I mean. But yeah, you're too sensitive. Or like just spare little things is gaslighting. Do you know what I'm saying? You made me do this, and like yeah, trust me. Um, Anger issues. Yeah. Yeah. I suppose if you haven't got control of your anger, and you know what I'm saying, you don't direct it in the right places, and you don't find an outlet, a positive outlet for it, then yeah, you're gonna end up bringing that home or to whoever spends most of the time with you, and that more time gonna be your partner. You might be snapping at her. Um, I don't want to say it, but you might even be putting hands on her or doing whatnot. Do you know what I'm saying? And we know that's not right. Yeah, that's like at the highest order red flag, definitely. Um, yeah, man, that's just nasty work. Yeah, that some people like to push your boundaries, like from the jump, innit? Like seeing how far they can go. You give them an inch, they take a mile. You're hearing sorry, babe, too often. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's a red flag because it's just gonna keep getting worse. Do you know what I'm saying? If they can get away with that stuff now and just tell you sorry, then later on it's just gonna be a bigger and bigger liberty that they take. And yeah, those I've seen this red flag in a person before, and I chose to ignore it. And once again, yeah, I think it was the same thing I described before. It didn't end well. Definitely didn't end well. Um, and the obvious one, love bombing. Do you know what I'm saying? when you're getting love bombed by someone, love bombed, and then yeah, they withdraw themselves from the situation after a while, or they don't keep the same energy. Do you know what I'm saying? They burn themselves out, or they found another person to love bomb. Do you know what I mean? And love bombing is kind of hard. It's a hard thing to give up, like to recognize you're being love bombed and to bring it to their attention, because some of us like it. Especially if you're coming from a place of trauma or a certain background where you're not used to even being loved. Like you see when you're getting love bombed, like do you understand? You feel them endorphins and all of them things there. It's just like yeah, man, it's like a drug, innit? So even though the person's love bombing you, you I you like it to an extent. Do you know what I'm saying? Some people don't. Some people got their shit together, they're clued up, they can spot the signs and they get red, you get me? But for someone like me, I've been love bombed a few times, and yeah, every time that basically hook, line and sinker, do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's something that I need to address, trauma based, going back, you get me? But definitely love bombing is mad. Um and these are things, yeah, that th- those things just get worse over time, to be fair, and they turn into patterns. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not like them red flags are gonna disappear or become green flags. Over time, there's gonna become a pattern, and then that's your life. That's what you're dealing with. Do you know what I'm saying? Um, if something feels off from early, then that's information. You hear this saying, when someone shows you who they are or tells you know what I'm saying, listen, take it in, believe them, because they're showing you. And you might be lucky enough to see it from early and dodge that bullet. Do you know what I'm saying? Once again, victim. Yeah, I didn't. And yeah, I'm still paying the price for it today to a certain extent, to be fair. If you always, yeah, consistently have to ask yourself, oh, like, why are they being like this? Or you're finding reasons to try and downplay what they're doing or water it down, and do you know what I'm saying? Like you're trying to avoid that what's happening for real. Like you just, do you know what I'm saying? I can't find a word for it. But yeah, you're basically, yes, it's basically a myth. Like if you're always having to explain away someone's behavior, like to yourself or to friends and family, it's a bit of a myth, man. The relationship's costing you, and is it worth it? Can you pay the price? Do you even want to?
It is gonna cost you big time.
What are you gonna have left when this relationship finally ends? Because most of the time they do. Yeah, and who's gonna be left there to pick up the pieces? And how often is this happening? Is this something that you always go for a certain type of person and all these certain types of people do it? Like the people around you, they can't keep picking up the pieces and keep, do you know what I'm saying, forever. At some point, you're gonna have to make smart decisions. Otherwise, you're not, do you know what I mean? You're a liability. You become a liability. That sounds a bit harsh from me, but I'm giving you it from my point of view. Yeah, and that's what I would say. That's how I would assess the situation. Um, See, healthy relationships, yeah, they don't require guessing where you stand. Do you know what I'm saying? Not knowing where you're standing, not knowing, as my girlfriend likes to say, if you've been put in a lane or not. Walking on eggshells, yeah. You should never be walking on eggshells. Regardless, like you might find ways to rationalize why you're doing it, but yeah, you should from when you feel like you're walking on eggshells, it's toxic. 100% it's toxic. And once again, excusing bad behavior, should never be doing that. Not as an adult, do you know what I'm saying? You gotta find your self-worth and stick to it. Do you know what I'm saying? If they can't match that price, get them out of here.
Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
And like, yeah, losing yourself, like you feel yourself changing just to suit the other person. So you'll change for the worst just to fit into that glove that the other person's giving you, kind of thing. Yeah, your partner should make you a better person, not a worse, not in the sense of a worse person, but your partner should be able to make you be a better person. Do you know what I'm saying? Partnership, you're supposed to have goals, slightly ambition, not necessarily financial or whatever, but you just have things that you want to achieve in it. You might want to have babies, you might want to have marriage, and you should be aiming for those. If you feel like you're in a situation where that person is kind of downtrodden you, just treading, like, and they're going down, 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 what's the point? Because you're just gonna end up as broken as they are. Yeah? And those are the things that you should never be making excuses for. You should never ignore them. And when they're going on, if you ain't got the strength and you feel like, oh, you can't do it, talk to your friends. Yeah? Talk to one of your relatives. Do you know what I'm saying? Some of you might be in like mad situations, like where DV's going on and all of that. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'd advise any of you, look, go to the police. Yeah, if you can't defend yourself and defend your children, and you feel unsafe, you feel like your kids are unsafe, it's always go to the police, no matter what. Even if you've grown up in our culture or around man, or got brothers that's been in jail, or pops that's been in jail, and you're anti-police, you are not a man. Yeah, there's certain things that men can do that women can't. And if 9 times out of 10, if a man wants to hurt you or his intentions is to hurt you, you're not really going to be able to defend yourself against it. So always like know who you're with. Do you understand? And if you're ever in that situation, just phone the feds, mate. Yeah, it don't make you less of a woman. It kind of makes you, if you don't and you suffer it and you just become a victim, that victim mentality will break you. Do you understand? And if you got children or little people around you, they're just going to be learning stuff and seeing stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? And this kind of generational trauma gets passed down through generations. Like, do you understand? Even in my own family, I've seen it. So yeah, like, I advise anyone, male or female, if you're in that situation, if you're a man, talk to someone. Do you understand? Like, talk to a family member, some of your friends, something. Find some courage, yeah? If you're a female, do the same. But remember, if you always feel like you're in danger or your kids are in danger, just phone the police immediately, yeah? Forget all this road code and that you're a female. You don't have to live and abide by the same rules we do. Do you know what I'm saying? So just do that, please. Make sure you and your ones are safe at all times. Ignoring red flags as well, yeah, ain't kindness. It's not patience. It's not a thing where yeah, he's gonna change eventually. If I just do this, he might not do that. And you trying to fit their narrative. It's more of a thing where you're betraying yourself. If you got this person in your house and there's other people around, you're just betraying and you're putting everyone at risk once again. So yeah, never ever settle. Do you understand? Don't settle.
Even when I did a Donny, thought I bring it with me. Pure shower starts is when the man them see me. They know about the dog, guess I blanks them gimme.